Hey everybody, your Star Director Heather Lambert here. I want to talk to you today about luck. I have been reading again and I have a new book. It's called Lucky Bitch, sorry for the language. A guide for exceptional women to create outrageous success. That's us, exceptional women, and we want outrageous success, right? And so this book I really love. I've only read the first chapter so far, but I'm really liking it. And she talks a lot about some topics and things that I have been hearing a lot about lately in my readings and trainings and conferences and all kinds of stuff. So she talks about being lucky, and this is something that I've talked about before. She actually she won a competition on social media, and they paid her and her husband to go travel for 6 months at amazing, amazing honeymoon destinations all over the world. Lucky, right? She got so lucky she won. But really it wasn't luck at all. She made that happen. Now, how you say, well, they had to pick her, so how does she make them pick her, right? And the truth is, it's really all about your focus, your belief, and then the steps that you take and the energy that you put in to taking advantage of opportunity and making stuff happen. The first thing you have to do, though, is believe, like really, honestly. Before that even, you got to know what you want. What do you want? What do you want life to look like? Like, really look like? So if you could map out your ideal day or your ideal week or what would be the most perfect day of your life from start to finish, and don't just think about it, write it down. See it in your mind, feel what it feels like, right? If your best day ever is to wake up in a beach bungalow with the windows open and the ocean waves lapping at the shore in the distance and the cool breeze blowing through with the ceiling fan, and you've got this beautiful like flowy tropical outfit on, and you have this like relaxing morning and you have some breakfast and you walk on the beach, whatever it is, like really detailed, see it, feel it. What does it feel like to live that life, your ideal, best, perfect day? Maybe it's very close to what you do now, but there are some tweaks, right? What does the perfect day look like for you? So first you got to know what that is. Then you've got to believe that it can happen. It can come true. It's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible. You can make anything happen. But you've got to really see it in your mind. You've got to really feel what it feels like. And if you've got that down, right? The whole law of attraction, The Secret, if you believe it, it'll make it happen. You just think about what you want and it will come true. Well, that's bogus, right? There's more to it than that. You've got to put work in. So once you can see something happening, you know what it is that you want, you can visualize it, you can feel it. Now you've got to put it out into the universe, right? You've got to talk about it like it's happening, like you are working on making it happen. You might not know how, but you're working on it, and that is where you're going to be, without a doubt. Not maybe, not I hope, not if and I'll try, but without a doubt, that is what you are going to make happen. And like I said, even if you don't know how just yet, you've got to believe 100% wholeheartedly in your soul that will be reality. And you've got to talk to people about it. You've got to tell people, this is what I'm working for, this is where I'm going, and this is what I'm doing. Like it's real. Like you believe it in your heart, in your soul. And when you do that, the universe starts showing you things. And then you have to take the next step, which is sometimes even scarier, right, than saying it out loud and thinking it in the first place. When the universe shows you opportunity, you have to be brave enough and courageous enough, and you got to pay attention so that you can take advantage of those opportunities when they arise and when they show themselves. You've got to jump on them quick. You can't think too hard about it. You've got to just run with it and know that this is the universe showing you the way to whatever it is that you dream. And so you've got to take advantage of those opportunities when they show up. And that sometimes is the hardest part, because it's scary. It's scary to jump in with both feet, right? It's scary to do different things and new things and make changes. But when the opportunities present themselves, you've got to jump on them. So you've got to be courageous enough to do that. The other thing you have to know is that when you have something you're working really hard towards and you want really badly, oftentimes the universe will show you other people succeeding where you have not. Remember, we talk a lot about how comparison is the thief of joy. Well, a lot of people, this is what kills their dream. They see other people succeeding in the thing that they want, and they think, well, they've got it, I don't, I suck, so I'll just quit because they've already got it and I can't do it anymore. But you've got to realize that when the universe shows you that, it's really just showing you what's possible, right? If somebody else is achieving in a way that you want to achieve, the universe is showing you that person. They're putting them in front of you to show you that it is possible. It can happen. It's happening over there. See, it's possible. And so learn from those people, right? That's an opportunity to learn. Do the things that they're doing to help you get where you want to be. So it's not to be jealous of, and it takes some grit is another word that I keep running into lately, to keep going even when you see other people succeeding and you're not. And when you see that happening, know that it is just proof that you're on the right path. It's showing you that, okay, this is where we're going, and just keep going, and you can do it just like they did. So you've got to know what you want. You've got to believe it wholeheartedly in your soul, see it, and feel what's possible. You've got to be aware and open and courageous to take advantage of the opportunities as they come to you. And you've got to know that when you see others succeeding and you feel like you're not getting there fast enough, you've got to know that that is just proof that it's possible, and perhaps even lessons and models to show you the way, right? So in this book that this woman, Denise, gets paid to travel for 6 months all over the world. She had been in a course or read a book, and they talked about writing down your ideal day. And it was just that, on a beach, walking the ocean, nice relaxing day, beautiful, wonderful, traveling the world. But she lived in a crummy apartment in the city and had a horrible job, and they were barely making ends meet. And so how in the world were we going to go travel and live like that, right? Well, she decided that she was going to make this happen. She was going to travel for 6 months. Didn't know how I was going to make it work, but I'm going to go travel the world for 6 months. So she started telling everybody that this was her plan. That's what she was going to do. And lo and behold, a couple of her friends got laid off with severance packages for, guess what? 6 months pay. They got to quit their crappy jobs, and they were being paid for 6 months, and they could go do whatever the heck they wanted. And she said, whoa, they're getting it. I don't have it. This sucks. But she kept persevering. She kept going. She kept believing. She kept seeing. She kept putting it out in the universe, right? And so one day, a friend of hers messaged her this competition on social media. She said, hey, I found this. I saw it and I thought of you. And it was a competition where the winner would get paid for 6 months to travel the world and write reviews of all these amazing honeymoon destinations. So was she lucky? No. She decided what she wanted. She started talking about it and putting it out into the world. And because she talked about it, her friend knew it was something that she needed, right? When she saw this competition, she thought of Denise and said she needs to have this. She needs to do it. And so she sent it to her friend. She would not have sent that on to her friend if she hadn't talked about it all the time. So you've got to put it out into the world. You've got to be vocal. So, but it doesn't stop there, right? This is an opportunity that has come to her, and so she took advantage of it, and she applied for the competition. But not just applied. She went wholeheartedly into it. Her and her husband fought and took quick courses on video editing to get just the right submission, right, that they wanted to do. And it was hard, and they almost quit, and they fought, and it was miserable, and it was late at night, and they barely got it in 5 minutes before the deadline. But because they did, and because they put so much time and effort into it, they actually won. And so they could have quit when it got hard. They could have quit when it was miserable, when they were fighting, and it just wasn't like, maybe this isn't worth it. So many people quit when it gets hard, right? The opportunity's been presented. They decide to maybe first of all, they've decided to take advantage of it. Most people don't even decide to take advantage. They're too scared to even try. And when you decide to take advantage of the opportunity, then it gets hard. And that's another place where people just stop. They quit. And if you quit, then nothing's going to happen. But if you keep going through that hard time, it could come out on the other end, right? It always comes out on the other end. So it wasn't lucky that she earned this, that she won this competition. She put it out into the world. She saw the vision. She put it out into the world. The opportunity was presented. She was brave enough to jump in and go for it. When it got hard, she didn't quit, and she won. And I see that happening over and over and over again. I just watched by chance, this is totally unconnected at all, but just by chance, which is why I needed to do this video. The world is telling me that I needed to do it. Somebody needed to hear. But I saw a video on YouTube by Will Smith talking about how he got his job on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now, Will Smith, if you don't know, DJ Jazzy Jeff and The Fresh Prince, all right, Parents Don't Understand, and he made a ton of money, so popular, super famous with that song. But did you know he spent all his money and he was flat broke because his second album that they released flopped completely, and he had no money, and he was riding on the bus and people making fun of him, and his girlfriend told him, suck it up, Buttercup, you want something better, go hang out where people are, and go. So he went to the Arsenio Hall show and hung out, and he met Quincy Jones, and Quincy Jones invited him to his house. And at his house was the producer and that producer guy was putting together a show, and he says, all right, let's move the furniture around. We'll do an audition right now. Will, you're going to audition for this part. It's going to be great. And Will's like, I don't know. Maybe I should, prepare. I need to go take some time. He's like, look, if you don't do this right now, it's going to get rescheduled, and then it's going to fall apart. You're never going to do it. Something's going to happen. He's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So he was scared, took advantage of that opportunity that was placed right in front of him, and he got the part. And they worked up a contract right then and there, signed up, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the TV show, and now, his life has changed forever. So he knew what he wanted. He believed it. He put it out into the universe, and his girlfriend said, hey, go do this. And he thought, that's an opportunity. Quincy Jones says, come to my house. He goes, that's an opportunity. They said, audition now. He said, okay, maybe I will. Follow through, even though it's hard. And he came out on the other hand and won. I see people in this business all the time talking about new recruits and how they got a new recruit and they didn't even know this person, and how lucky are they that this person messaged them to join their team, right? And they wanted to book a party, and I got this one, and they joined, and it's amazing, and it's so lucky. No, it's not lucky. It's not lucky. Successful people in this business know what they want out of this business. We know where we want to go. We know what we want to have. We know what we want our lives to look like. We know that. And we've put it out in the universe. We've talked about it. We've dreamed 100 dreams. We've made dream boards. We've shared it with our friends. We've told the world, our friends, our family, our customers, our hostesses. We stand up at parties and tell our story and tell people where we're going in this business and what we've accomplished and what we hope to accomplish in the future, or what we're going to accomplish. This is what I'm working towards. I'm going to go to Marcos Island for free. I'm working on this trip, and I'll be there for free. So if anybody wants to come with me, that's what I'm doing. We put it out there. And then we pay attention. And we pay attention to the opportunities that are presented to us. If I'm sitting at a birthday party with my son, I take advantage of that opportunity, and I go and I meet people. And while I'm chatting and I have an opportunity to talk about my business or talk about how wonderful my life is because I get to stay home every day and work from home, I talk about that. I take advantage of that opportunity. And when somebody at the party says, oh, I was kind of thinking, maybe you should tell me more, I don't get scared. That's a hard conversation, but I went ahead and had it. And now I have a new team member and a new friend. You've got to listen for those opportunities and not be afraid to jump on them. When it gets hard, you can't be afraid to keep going through the hard, because you'll come out winning on the other side. And that's what a law of attraction is all about. That's what being lucky is all about. It's all about knowing what you want, right? Putting it out into the universe and then taking advantage of opportunities as they come to you. Persevering even when it gets hard. And then you come out on the other side lucky. You have the luckiest life ever. But it's not because you're lucky. It's because you did the work. Because you focused. You did what you needed to do. And all of those little things along the way lead up to your wins. Right? I don't have 2,500 in PRV right now because I'm lucky. That started a long time ago. I built relationships with people that I could message at reunion during a booking blitz. And because I had those relationships with those people, they said yes. They trusted me. Because I had put that time and effort in ahead of time, they trusted me, so they said yes. So we booked the parties, and then I did the work. Even though it was hard and it took time and I was exhausted, I did it anyway, and I persevered. Right? Those opportunities arose. I could have very easily at reunion, when she said we're going to do a booking blitz, take out your phone, and I've done it before, and said, oh, well, I'll wait till I get home and I'll do it myself. I won't do it right now. We don't have a lot of time. I want to pay attention. It's too distracting. I don't have my contacts. Whatever. I could have done that, but I didn't. I took advantage of that opportunity. The universe said, you want to make changes in your business, you want to do more, you want it to be better, you want to get out of this slump? Here it is. The speaker says, let's do a booking blitz, because that's what your business needs. So I did it. I participated, even though I didn't want to, and I booked 4 parties. And those parties have been great, and we've had a ton of fun, and I've met lots of new people. And now I have an amazing September, and I have 7 additional parties on my calendar for the future. It's not because I'm lucky. It's because I did the work. I knew what I wanted, paid attention to the opportunity, and took advantage of it even though I was scared. And I kept going even though it's hard, and I wanted to quit, and I wanted to say, no, I don't feel like it. I kept going, and now you get the wins on the other end. So that's what Law of Attraction is all about. It's a great book. I will definitely be sharing with you more as I read, because I have a feeling there'll be a lot of great lessons in here. So I hope this was valuable for some of you. Comment if you think it was. Comment if you have ever had a situation where you believe something so much and it came true. You thought it and you wanted it and you put it out there and you talked about it and it happened, right? It's proof. It's proof that it works. But it's all about focus. It's about belief, vision, focus, right? And then taking advantage of those opportunities. I hope you guys have a great Monday and a wonderful, wonderful week. I will be talking to you again soon. Bye for now.